The day you announce that you are leaving the EFF, immediately the membership officer takes you out of the membership system. I mean, as a person that has been around for quite some time and paying a closer attention to politics in South Africa, for sure you would agree that in my entire political existence, I've never been threatened by anyone. I will never be threatened by Ndlozi or never be threatened by anyone, because this thing is very simple, my guy. If you fight and fight me, I'll fight back. Hey, we're in politics. I'm not in a church where when people fight, I pray for them. I don't do that. No. I don't pray for your fight. I'll fight back, and I'll fight very bad. And I told Floyd at the anniversary dinner of the EFF that you guys are tired of me. Come tell me, negotiate with me, or leave. So that's how I deal with threat. When I became the president of the Youth League, I was contested. I won. And I told them a simple thing. And that outcome, they contested it in Mangaung. I said, if they make a mistake of allowing me to be this thing for 6 months, when we go back to the conference, there won't be a contest. And I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about people who are way older than me. They were all on the other side against me. I said, if they make a mistake of allowing me to lead this 6 months so that we prepare the second leg to elect additionals and take resolutions, there will not be a contest. We went to the second leg. They came and said, no, President, we realize now we have to bring this thing together and then no contest. I said, no problem. Let's decide. We finished them on the ballot. None of them came in. Subsequent conference in 2011, I came back uncontested. Not against kids, against old people. In 2011, Zuma never wanted me. In 2008, Zuma wanted Saki. I won against Zuma. That's why I always say I've always won against Zuma. In 2011, Zuma wanted Lebogang Maile to be president. Meetings were held at Zuma's residence at Forest Town, planning to remove me. As state president, I defeated that thing with all the resources and experience he had. I was not contested. You can't say he was abusing his power and suppressing the young people. It was Zuma. It was elders. It was people who are in employment, who are older than me, who said, this time we're removing him. I defeated them. That's why they had to remove me the way they removed me. I didn't only defeat them in the Youth League 2011 conference. I went to be elected as a leader of the ANC PEC in Limpopo, directly elected of the ANC. So that's how much I don't feel intimidated, because I'm very good at this thing. I told you I've done it from 9 years. I didn't meet it because I was hustling without a job and someone said, no, can make quick bucks here. No. It's in my DNA. It's in my
This is all you know.
This is what I know. And even when tendency come, I can tell you from a distance. They tried to launch an attack on my leadership in the Limpopo EFF conference. And I told Vuyani there, I said, I can see what they're doing. They make sure that all the progressive people who are standing don't get elected, and then elected useless people into the leadership. When I went to close that conference, I said, you must never think I don't know, I don't see what you are doing here. People can go into the archives of that conference. I said, you must never think I don't see what you are doing here. But when I come back to fight back, it will be very painful. And as a result, I removed that provincial chairperson and secretary and all of those useless people that they imposed in Limpopo so that they can undermine the progress of Limpopo EFF. Removed them. When Floyd tried to argue, I pointed him to the constitution, which said the officials of the EFF have got a right to remove any elected official who is incompetent. The intellectual was trying to say, I said, yeah, it's in the constitution. And I can guarantee you that clause was put by Floyd. And I know for sure he was targeting someone. He didn't know that he's coming to bite him. And then when we went to another meeting, Dr. Ndlozi repeated that argument of Floyd. That no, we did it as officials, then went to the War Council and took a decision that they must be removed. Dr. Ndlozi said, you can't remove the elected officials and all of that. It was Floyd who said, check clause what. Now it's an official's decision. Floyd can't disassociate himself with it even when he doesn't agree with it. Now, Ndlozi repeats that in the War Council, which is responsible for day-to-day running of the organization. Floyd says, check what clause. He says, no, there's no such a clause. They take the constitution and give it to the intellectual. When he page it, I say, in my typical way of doing things, I say, don't read it alone, read it aloud. Read it loud so everybody can hear. And as he was reading it, he says, he realized we're just exercising our democratic power that is given to us by our own constitution. Whether you like it or not, it's the internal mechanisms within which internal democracy is exercised in the EFF. So, but I knew when they were doing what they are doing, where I'm going to catch them. I didn't have to put up a fight. I didn't have to disrupt the EFF conference or its running, and I had to know this is what they have done, and they think they've catched me. I'm going to catch them on the other side. All I'm saying is, when you hit the other side, I'm not going to give you the other side. I'm going to hit back, and I'm going to hit twice. And so don't expect me that people can conspire to remove me, and then I must be the one who's sheepish around the whole thing. Even I never initiate. I said to all of these people who are causing trouble, I've never had a meeting with anyone to fight you. But you guys go sit and decide to fight me. And when I respond, I'm the problem. But no one noticed when I'm being attacked. No one noticed. They only notice the response. They don't notice the attack on me. And that has been my life, is Buddha, because I come from a poor family. I'm nobody. And people think, who is he to tell us what to do and what not to do, or who can undermine him? But they get a shock of their life, because even Zuma thought he undermined me. Go and look at the video, I've put it there, of Zuma and Cyril and all of them after they thought finally they are done with me after the conference of the ANC in Mangaung. The following day, they had an interview with Ndoro, a breakfast show of the Gupta newspaper after they being elected. Then they were asked, hey, what are you saying about the young man who said he's prepared to die for you? And then Balega said, and no one is prepared to die for him. And then they were laughing, Zuma. You could see that they think I'm done. They in their mind, I'm done. All of them are finished, including Cyril's time is done. I'm still here. In some farm, go Free State. So Zuma is in the village. I'm still young. The age is on my side. Doesn't matter what they do. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know anything. Even when they expelled me from the NC, I said, with my poor matric results, even if someone wants to hire me as a cashier, and then they are told, Julius Malema is here, he wants a job of a cashier, they will never employ me. No one can employ me.